All right. My name's Stuart Pesco. Welcome to our show this afternoon. As president of the Harvard Club of Merrimack Valley, we're very happy to be able to put on a performance by the Society of Harvard Undergraduate Magicians. We alumni and undergrads stick together. As a member of the board of directors for the North Andover Historical Society, I welcome you to the Stevens Center and to the Worden Theater. You've seen the results of capital campaign that was run over the last couple of years and turning this into one heck of a nice venue. So there will be other events over the years that we will be showing here. With any luck, we'll make it an annual thing for the SHAM people. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to the Society of Harvard Undergraduate Magicians. Give me a minute, I'm slow.
Has everyone seen the card? Blow on the card.
Put them on? Okay. Pull the tape up here. Oh. 1, 2, 3, then. Okay, got it. Okay, right here. Oh.
1, 2, 3, go!
Make sure it fits. Does it fit? All right. Thank you so much. You can give me your gloves. I have a bag for you. All right.
There you go.
Thank you. You can go back to your seat now. Yeah. All right.
Mark, if you need, it's on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our show. We are the presidents of SHAM, the Society of Harvard Undergraduate Magicians. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Ananya, and I am so excited to be here today. Before we get started, we wanted to give you just a quick history of our club.
It was founded 4 years ago by the wonderful Sam Dvorak and Taylor Cruzy. So today we have a bunch of performers, who are talented performers, some including students and faculty. And we're also very lucky to have Sam, the founder of SHAM, with us today.
Just as a reminder, this is an interactive show, as we saw just now. So please, applaud, laugh, cry, and if you're able, we would love if you could volunteer to come up here and help us out with our tricks.
With that, here's our first performer, Yuan Ler.
Hello. Alrighty. So, This first trick is for all of you. I will read all of your minds. So, everyone, please close your eyes and think of a dessert, something like a donut or ice cream. Just think of a dessert. Visualize the dessert. Think about how delicious this dessert is. Okay, now think about this dessert spelled out and think of the last letter of this dessert. Visualize this letter. Think. Okay, now think of a big animal that starts with the letter of this dessert. This last letter. Ooh, I think I see something in many of your minds. Something a little gray, a little big. Are you guys thinking of an elephant? Yes? Thank you.
Hello again, I'm back. And I'm gonna need a volunteer for this trick. Can someone come? Yeah, you wanna come on up? Let's have a round of applause for a volunteer. What's your name?
James.
James, nice to meet you, James. So, James, have you done much magic before or played card games or anything?
I've played some card
You've
games.
played some card games. So then something you might know already is that a lot of times in a deck of cards, there's 4 special cards, and those are the 4 aces. So in this deck, I do have the 4 aces, but they're particularly special because they have some magnetic properties. And so I'm going to show you a trick that makes use of those properties. Before I start, though, just so that we're all aware that this is otherwise a regular deck, can you go ahead and look through there? And you can mix it up if you'd like. Just make sure they're all normal.
Yeah, they look all normal.
They look normal. Can you also look through these? Oops.
Oh, no. Yeah, those all look normal.
All right, cool, perfect. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the deck upside down and put the aces in face up. Just kind of slot them in there in random places. And then when I square the deck, do you think if I were to fan out the cards right now and try to find the aces, would it be hard to do?
No.
No, because they're all face up, right? So that would not be very impressive, probably not what you guys are here to see. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the deck in half and flip it so that one half is face up and the other half is face down. Then I will shuffle them together so that it's fully mixed up. That way it's not just the aces that are face up. So now if I were to fan out the cards, do you think it would be hard to find the aces?
Be a little bit hard.
A little bit harder, right? And the thing is, I actually don't know how to do that. So this is where I'm going to need your help. I need you to focus on the aces, and I think because of their magnetic properties, we can get them to reveal themselves to us. So go ahead and focus on them. Do you feel that? Do you feel something happening?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah? Let's see what's happened here. I have 4 cards face down, and they are the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, the ace of spades, and the ace of diamonds. Thank you so much for your help.
I should take it for the recording. Yeah. Thank you. Oh. Thank you so much. Oh, all right. Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Sam. I'm very, very excited to be here with all of you today. Wow, we have such a great crowd. That is fantastic. I'm going to keep saying nice things while I clip this mic to my belt. It's very nice to see all of you. As Jess and Ananya so kindly said, I was here 4 years ago when SHAM first got started. So I thought today I could tell you a little bit about what this group is all about. So SHAM, the Society of Harvard Undergraduate Magicians. It's a great acronym as long as you don't think about it too carefully. The mission of SHAM is to, as Justin and Anya said, is to teach magic and to spread the art of magic as performance. So even if people don't have any experience with magic, we want them to be able to learn magic in our group. Do we have any magicians out in the audience? Oh, Oh, I see a couple of hands. All right. Oh, we have a stacked crowd today. This is great. This is great. So I thought what might be fun today is if I could bring you into a SHAM meeting. If I could bring you into one of our gatherings, and I'll show you exactly what happens and how we learn our tricks. So what we do in SHAM is usually one of our members will come and they will bring a trick, they will perform it for the group, and then they will teach them how it works. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. I'm going to perform a trick for you, and then I'm going to tell you how it works. This is very rare. You will never see this in a magic show, but I'm going to tell you how the trick works at the end. So this trick that I brought with me, it is a bit of a math trick. Do we have any fans of math out there? That's a lot of hands. As the audiences get older, that number gets lower. That's fantastic. So we have some math fans out there. That's perfect. Can you tell me how many dots do we see on this side of the board? You can just shout it out. 4. Okay. How about on this side? 1. All right. That's not bad. How many dots did we have on the other side? What do we remember? 4. There were 6 dots on this side. That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to give you another try. How many dots were on the other side of the board? 1? There were 3 dots on this side of the board. Look, that's all right. I know counting from 1 to 10, it's a challenge. I'm still getting used to it myself. I'm going to go through this real slowly to help clear things up. We have 4 dots on this side, 1 dot on this side, 6 dots on this side, and 3 dots on this side. All right. I sense some skepticism out in the crowd today. And that is okay because I am, in fact, going to teach you how this trick works. It is, as I'm sure many of you have guessed, a gimmicked board. There are really only 5 black dots on this side, and there are really only 2 black dots on this side. So you see, if I cover up this spot, it looks like there's only 4 dots, right? But if I cover up this blank spot, it looks like there might be 6 dots. And the same on this side, there's only 2 dots. So if I cover up this one, it looks like there could be just 1. And if I cover up this blank spot, it looks like there could be 3. So you can go home, you can get an index card, a piece of paper, a Sharpie, and you can draw 5 dots on one side just like this, and 2 dots on one side just like this, just like a domino. And then you can go ahead and you can perform this trick for all of the math lovers that you know. But I want to give you a little tip from experience. It's very important that you always keep your hand over this spot, right? Because if I were to take my hand off, the audience would see something that I didn't want them to see, right? And things might be getting a little suspicious. Me and you, we know that there are really only 2 dots on this side. So if I take my hand off, we're going to see something a little suspicious. And if I'm not careful, my trick is just going to go absolutely wrong, and it'll be totally spoiled. So I hope you enjoy a magic trick straight from SHAM. And without further ado, our next performer. Thank you. Thank you.
And here I am, and I appeared. So welcome, everybody. I'm one of the older SHAM students. Actually, I'm the faculty member who's advising this group. Actually, they're more advising me than I'm advising them, so I'm learning everything I can from them. I want to also just thank everybody for being very patient, because in January, when you were expecting to come to the show, I was the one to get COVID. And so I fortunately recovered, so I'm delighted to be here, and I appreciate your being able to change your schedules. So I want to tell you a little story. So I'm a professor at Harvard, and one of the things that I like to do, like I do a lot of work during the week. I prepare my courses. I do a lot of research, but on the weekends I have free time, and as you probably can imagine, the thing that I like to do on weekends is, go to carnivals. So I want to tell you a little story about this one experience I had going to a carnival. And so make sure you watch up on the screen, because this is all going to be on these little cards. So what happened is I went to this carnival once, and I saw that there was this guy who, like I go to the carnivals mostly for the rides, but I ended up seeing this, this guy who was standing there playing this little card game with people who would come by. And what he would basically do is play this game and take their money from them. And I was getting pretty furious about this because, you know, everything was just stacked in this gambler's favor. So I managed to get in there, and I thought to myself, I know a little bit about sleight of hand, and so maybe that I could play this game with him and take his money, and then maybe even return it to the people whose money were being lost, or I could just keep it for myself. So here's how the game works. I went up to him and I said, look, I'll play your game. Let me try it out. So he said, okay, here's how the game is played. I have 3 cards. I have one card that's a blue card. I have a second card that's a blue card. And then I have the third card, which is the money card, which is this red card. Okay? And all you need to do is keep your eye on the red card. And if you do, you win $1. If you tell me where the red card is, you win $1. If you guess incorrectly, you lose $1. It's really that simple. And as he was saying this, I saw him take the red card, and I saw him put it at the bottom. So I said, I'll play your game with you. I'm going to take a guess. The red card is on the bottom. He said, no, you owe me $1. I said, wait a second. If the red card is, if it's not on the bottom, maybe it's on the top. He said, no, you owe me $2. I said, wait, if the red card is on, if it's not on the bottom and not on the top, it's got to be in the middle, so give me my $1. He said, no, you owe me $3. I said, there is no red card. You owe me $4. Wait, if the red card is on the bottom, it can't be on the top. You owe me $5. If the red card's on the bottom and the top, it can't be in the middle. No, you owe me $6. You have more than 3 cards there, don't you? 1, 2, 3. You owe me $7. I said, that's it. I quit. You're taking all my money. I can't, how am I going to get home without, my $7? So he basically said to me, look, I'm going to make it worth your money. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to show you 2 of the cards. I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to show you this one. So it's a blue card and a red card. He said, if you can guess what the third card is, you break even. You don't owe me anything. But if you guess incorrectly, you owe me double. You owe me $14. Anyone want to take a guess what this card might be? What? You think it's red? What do you think it is? You think it's red also? One more guess. I think it's blue. Well, you know what? You owe me $14.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. How is everyone enjoying the show so far? Good. Well, because there's been a lot of great magic, and that's been a lot of fun. But now we're going to take a little intermission from magic and do a little bit of kind of the things that magicians have to do between shows. We travel a lot. We spend a lot of time, getting our props together. But sometimes you have to do the basic tasks of doing your laundry. Who likes to do laundry? Be careful, kids, what you wish for, yeah. Who really, really likes to do laundry? Really likes to do laundry? You in the back, come on up here. What's your name? Evelyn? Come on up, Evelyn. So where's your mom or dad or other? So did you hear that she really loves to do laundry? Actually does. She does. Wonderful. All right, so Evelyn, come on over here. Do you go to Harvard? Are you in school? What grade are you in? Kindergarten. Oh, I never got past kindergarten, but good for you. Good for you. So these are my socks. I want you to grab onto those, okay? Come right up here, Evelyn. I forgot to tell you, I've been wearing those for the last 3 weeks, so I think we do have some hand sanitizer available for you after the show, but that's fine. For now, it's okay. You want to take a whiff of those? Just make sure. Yeah, don't. Please, don't. All right. I'm gonna take the clean socks because I'm gonna take the clean socks. I'm the magician. All right. So one of the problems that we have when we do laundry for our club here is that we always tend to lose a sock, right? Has that ever happened to anybody? Yeah, right? It's usually your favorite sock. Your favorite sock gets lost, right? So, we're pretty smart. And so what I've done is I've actually safety pinned these socks together. Pretty smart, huh? Right? I've solved the problem of the missing sock. Where do you think those socks go? How do you think we lose socks? I think it's gremlins. It might be elves. Do you have any thoughts, Evelyn? Yeah. You might not have put some thought into it. That's okay. So this is our washing machine. All right? Does it look like yours?
No.
It doesn't at all? Okay. Well, this is our magic washing machine. What I want you to do is put those socks right in the washing machine. All right? Do you know the different ways to do laundry? Like the different cycles of a laundry machine? No. All right, well, we're going to come out here. We're going to learn them. This is very important. If you've been in, if you're in kindergarten, this is what you need to know, okay? So what I want you to do is, this is our laundry soap. I want you to pour it in there. All right, now I'm going to have you grab this handle. All right, the first thing that it does is the spin cycle. All right, so we're going to spin you around. All right, we're going to do this for about 30 minutes. Okay, how are you feeling right now? Feel okay? Okay, so spin cycle. What's next after the spin cycle? The rinse cycle. Okay, we're going to rinse. You're going to shake like this, shake like this. All right, shake your whole body. You got to rinse, 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 rinse. What's after the rinse cycle? The spin cycle again? Okay, spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, spin. I think they're making this up at this point. All right, what's after that? Dry. All right, so yeah, so we're going to need the dryer at some point, right? So I want you to reach in, pull out your 2 socks there, all right, because I'm going to put mine in the dryer, because we're going to put yours in the dryer with mine in a minute here. Wait, what? What happened? Evelyn, did you lose our sock? I pinned them together. All right, well, let me see. What I'm going to do here is pull out my socks. Oh, hey, luckily we found it. Let's give a big hand to Evelyn. Great job. Nice job. Thank you, Evelyn. All right. Wash those hands, all right? Wash those hands. Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you. Hold on. Oh, all right. As I said, my name is Jessica. I'm a sophomore at Harvard, and I'm studying mathematics. Who here likes math again? I saw a good number. Oh, wow, that's a lot of people. So at Harvard, there's so many amazing classes and professors, and they've taught me everything from the purest form of number theory to calculating distances on surfaces in 100 dimensions. It's pretty crazy. But my favorite thing that has intrigued me so far is chaos theory. And for those who don't know, chaos theory is the study of unstable systems and the idea that one slight change in a timeline can lead to a whole different world because of that one little difference. And so, of course, to study chaos, we use controlled systems. Things like a simple pendulum is like a controlled space where you can manipulate it and see how chaos works in that small space. So today, I want to model chaos. Is anyone up for that? Anyone willing to create chaos? You back there. What's your name? Rowan. Nice to meet you. I'm Jessica. Come on up. Are you ready to create some chaos? Yeah? All right. I want you to take this deck of cards. Okay. So I want you to open it. Here, let me just clean the space for you. Okay. Come over here. I want you to take the cards out and go ahead and just shuffle them. Do you know how to shuffle a deck of cards? All right. Go ahead and shuffle them any way you want. All right. And let me know when you're ready. Okay. You ready? Okay, you feel like that's shuffled? Okay, now let's go ahead and switch decks just to create more chaos. Okay, and now what I want you to do is, can you take the cards behind your back like this, okay? And I want you to cut it so that you put the top half on the bottom half and turn away from the audience so they don't see. Yeah, you got it. That's good. That's perfect. Okay, you got it? Now turn away from the audience so they don't see. Okay, now I want you to just take the top card and hold it against yourself, and don't look at it. Don't let anyone see it, okay? Yeah, hold it behind you, okay? Now, what I want you to do is put it, do you have a pocket? Just put it in your pocket. Okay. All right. Rowan, I'm sorry, but I actually lied to you.
Oh, no.
I know. I said we were going to make chaos. You were so excited, right? And the truth is, you tried your best. But what I didn't tell you is that sometimes in chaos theory, you can build what's called a stable system, which means that if you do the same exact things, like I shuffled, you shuffled, I cut the deck, you cut the deck, and I chose a card, and you chose a card, if you follow the same path, you're going to get the same result, right? That makes sense, right? That makes sense. Okay, so that means that I put a card in my pocket, right? And you put a card in your pocket. My card was the 5 of diamonds. What was the card in your pocket? The 5 of diamonds. Wow! Everyone give it up for Rowan. I'll take that from you. You can go back to your seat.
Hello again. How many people like math? All right, good, because what I'm about to show you has absolutely nothing to do with math. But it does have something to do with something that is relevant to my research, which is teleportation. Now, for those of you who don't know what teleportation is basically being able to move from one place to another instantaneously and invisibly. Now, I've been working on various systems for teleportation to basically get rid of the airline industry because, come on, it's really annoying to be able to take airplanes and you have to wait for hours before you get to its final location. And, so I'm working very hard on a system to be able to, basically invisibly and immediately make that transition. But I haven't really gotten there very far. So instead, I can show you what I've come up with playing cards. So let me try that instead. So I want to try a little experiment. And it's basically going to involve these 8 cards. So again, I just want to make sure you can see up here. So I have these 8 cards. I have these four clubs, and then I have these 4 red cards. And what's going to be important in this trick or experiment, sorry, it's not a trick, it's an experiment, is these four clubs, okay? Because what I'm going to do is these 4 clubs are going to undergo teleportation, and I want to give this a try. So the basic idea is that I'm going to be able to take each of these clubs, and I'm going to be able to hopefully, if this experiment works, be able to transport them invisibly and immediately to a different location. So let me show you what I have here. So I have the ace of clubs, I have the 2 of clubs, I have the 3 of clubs, and I have the 4 of clubs. And I'll place these clubs down here. So 4, 3, 2, ace. And then in my hand, I have the 4 red cards. All right, so here's how I'm going to do it. So if I were just like an ordinary airline and I were taking ordinary transportation, I might take a card like the 8 of diamonds, and I could just like basically switch these two. Or I could move the ace of clubs over to my hand, place the ace of diamonds down, and that's like how things used to work. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use this new technique that I've developed, which I can only apply to cards. I can't apply to airplanes yet. I'm going to lift it up invisibly, put it in my hand, snap my fingers, and the ace of clubs actually goes to my hand. What? No, it's part of the method that I developed. So I don't know if that went by too quickly. I could show you that again, right? So just watch carefully. So I'll do it a little more slowly. I'll take my fingers, reach onto this card slowly, and then quickly put it into my hand, and there's the ace of clubs again. And in case you're wondering, here is that ace of diamonds. So basically that's how it works. So I have the ace of clubs now transported. So now I have these other three cards. I have the 2 of clubs, 3 of clubs, 4 of clubs. And so now I'm going to try a different variation because maybe this will work a little more quickly. Instead of lifting it, what I'm going to do is palm it. Like have you seen magicians like this? I kind of learned this from doing magic. Have you seen magicians palm cards in their hand and hide them? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to palm this card, but I'm going to palm it invisibly. There's nothing there. But then I put it on top of this set of cards and the 2 of clubs jumps over. All right, so now I have 2 more cards left. I have the 3 of clubs and the 4 of clubs. And now the way I'm going to take the 4 of clubs is, and this is going to be more impressive because I'm going to move the card out of the way so it has a further distance to jump. I'm going to grab it like this, throw it, and sure enough, the 3 of clubs pops over. The last one, the 4 of clubs, just because you're getting bored with this, I'm going to just go like this. I'm going to hold it over, and the 4 of clubs jumps right to me.
with some more. Fantastic. We've seen some tricks here already today with all sorts of crazy props, right? We've seen some tricks with cards. We've seen some tricks with duct tape. We've done laundry right here on stage. So I wanted to share one of my favorite props with you as well. So there's a lot of cabling going on here. So my grandfather was a collector, and a couple of years ago I was at my grandmother's house, and I was going through their basement, and I was looking at all the different things that he had down there. He collected all sorts of very eclectic, very historic things, all sorts of really weird stuff. And I found something that stood out to me, and I didn't expect it would at first. It was these two chalkboards. I don't know if any of you have seen something like this, like from an old schoolhouse. There was nothing on them except for quite a lot of dust. But after playing around a little bit, I found that these chalkboards could actually do some pretty remarkable things. And I wanted to show you a little bit of that right now. Like many things, these chalkboards, they need to get paid in order to do their best work. So does anyone out there have a $100 bill I could borrow? All of a sudden, everyone's getting awfully quiet. All right, $50 bill. $20 bill? Oh, okay, we're getting some 20s. That's great. All right, I'll be nice. If anyone has a $1 bill, I'll take a $1 bill. We have a $1 bill? Do you want to come on up with that $1 bill? Awesome. All right, come on up. Oh, applause, fantastic. Hello, and if you wouldn't mind standing right here for me, I'm going to take your $1 bill. I'm going to set it right in between these two chalkboards just like this, okay? You see I'm going to set it right down on top. We're going to let them sit right here. You can watch them. You can watch them up on the camera, or you can watch them from here down on front. All right, what's your name?
Quinn.
Quinn? All right, hi, Quinn. Everyone, a round of applause for Quinn. All right, Quinn, say hi to your audience. All right, showman already. Fantastic. Quinn, have we ever met before? No. We've never met before. Are you sure? All right, that sounds good. Quinn, have you recently been robbed? No. That's good. Okay, so that $1 bill, have you recently been robbed is maybe what I should ask instead. Quinn, I've never met you before. I've never seen you or your $1 bill before. It's one of a kind. I feel like things are almost ready. Do you see it cooking over there? I think we're just about ready to take a look. Let's see what's happened. Looks like, all right, here's your $1 bill. It looks like out of order. Well, that is disappointing. I was really hoping these were gonna work today. What do you see? You see another one? That's strange. It looks like there's a whole bunch of random letters and numbers. I mean, this isn't that cool either. A whole bunch of random letters and numbers. Quinn, what do you think that might be? Does this look familiar to you? No. I don't know. Do you have any ideas? What could this mean? What do you think? The numbers on the bill. Yeah. Out there in the world right now, there are 240 quintillion dollar bills, and each one has their own unique serial number on it, right? Everyone is totally different. Quinn, can you read these numbers and letters nice and loud for me, one by one? D, 3, 7, 4, 3, 1, 6, 8, C. A perfect match. Look at that. Quinn, a round of applause for Quinn, and you may keep your $1. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello. For this trick, I will need a volunteer. Yes, come on up. All right, what's your name? Cooper? Awesome, my name is Yunler. All right, so for this trick, I will be reading your mind. All right, but not once, not twice, but 3 different times. Sound good? All right, so I have a notebook here. This is for my homework, but we'll use it for magic now. And I also have a marker. So let's start off with, also have a deck of cards here for later. All right, So let's start off with reading your favorite. Do you read? You read? Okay, good. Think about your favorite book. Think about the title. Do you have it in mind? Okay. Oh, that's a good book. Yeah, I like that. Alrighty. I'm just gonna write down what I think is your favorite book. Yes. Good book, I agree. Very nice. I'm just gonna rip out this page and crumple it up. Right there. All right, your favorite book, right there. Now, why don't you tell everyone what your favorite book was?
Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone.
See, told you. I definitely agree with that. All right. Okay, now let's read your mind a second time. Why don't you think about your favorite food? Delicious. Yeah, I like that. That's making me hungry thinking about what's in your mind right now. Oh, yes. All right. Prediction written. Don't say it yet. I want to rip this out first. All right. Okay, there it is. Your favorite food. No, why don't you tell the audience?
French fries.
French fries. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. For this last one, I want you to think about a card, actually. So let's use this deck of cards. All right. So ordinary deck of cards right here. I want you to say stop whenever you want, okay?
Stop.
Right there? Do you want to change it? No? So I'm gonna cut the deck right there, and I want you to look at the top card without showing me. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, just like before, I want you to think of that card very strongly in your mind. Okay? Oh, I see it. Okay, I have my prediction. I'm going to crumple it up as before. All right. There it is. Why don't you tell the audience what the card was?
Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts. Amazing. So, my 3 predictions, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Let's see how I did. Let's start with the first one. Open it up. Your favorite book is? What's it say?
Oh. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Your favorite food?
French fries.
French fries. And finally, the card you picked.
Ace of Hearts.
Thank you.
So you probably realized by now, I don't really do any magic. I just kind of help these guys out. I'm like their roadie. You guys know what a roadie is? Yeah. So, I do their laundry. We saw that. I also have to make their lunch. We're a little past lunchtime right now, but, I've got something prepared for these guys for after the show. They can't eat it in here. All right, remember those rules? All right. What do you think their favorite food might be? Pizza, that'd be cool. French fries, we just heard about French fries. Bologna sandwich, right? High in nitrates, really good for you. Yeah. All right, it's actually peanut butter. All right, what do you think the other thing might be? No, it's actually bologna. No, peanut butter and jelly, right? So I make their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before and after every show. I usually do it after I do the laundry, all right? But I make their PB and J's, all right? But I've been kind of inspired by these guys performing their magic. It's pretty cool to watch them, get out there and do their stuff. So I've been working on something myself, and I've been stealing a little bit from Mark's secret notebook about doing some magic with transposition. All right, so does anyone know what that means? Because I have no idea. What is it? That's right. How old are you? Wow, that's amazing. All right, so I've been working on that for a while, right? And what I found is there's a couple of things that we need. All right, one is we need a magic wand, which I happen to have right here. All right, and the other is a magic word. Now the magic word can change. All right, and so usually what we need is the energy of the audience to have that magic word come alive. Does anyone know of any magic words? You do. Let's shoot one out. Abracadabra. I really like that one. That's a great one. What's another one? Please. Please is a magic word as well. Yeah. Yes. This kid's looking for some money, I think. Yeah. All right, I like the abracadabra one. Let's go with that. Does everyone know abracadabra? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the peanut butter, right? We're going to make it travel through time, through space. It's going to go through some chaos theory. It's going to come around, right? It's going to say, I don't like doing math, and it's going to end up over here where our jelly is. All right, but I'm going to need your help to say the magic word. So what we're going to do is on the count of 3, or maybe we'll pick another number. How about on the count of 54? Count of 3, right? We're going to say abracadabra, and that peanut butter is going to travel through space and time. It might even go out there, all the way back, through here, and wind up over there, all right? What's going to happen is that jelly is then going to get pushed out. Right? It actually is going to break into all these small particles of jelly. If you reach up, you might actually get some. And it's going to travel all the way over here. So on the count of 3, all right, and I'm going to do a magic wave of the wand as well. That actually doesn't do anything. It just looks really cool on TV. All right, so on 3. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. All right. It takes a little time because I wanted it to go all the way back. Reach up. You might get some jelly on your hands. At least it's not dirty socks, right? And the peanut butter is going to travel through time, through space, and end up over here. And our jelly, being forced out now by the presence of that peanut butter, is going to travel through time, through space, and end up over here. All right? Now, that actually is pretty easy to do. All right? What's actually more impressive is to make it travel back. And to do that, we have to say the word abracadabra backwards. Yeah. Can you say the word abracadabra backwards? No. It's actually abracadabra, all right? So let's do it. But you have to say it backwards. All right, so on 3, we're going to say 1, 2, 3, abracadabra. And our peanut butter, which is now over here, is going to travel through space, through time, winding back up over here. Our jelly, forced from now occupying that space, it has mass, right, in matter. Our jelly will now wind up over here. And if you don't believe me, our peanut butter has traveled back over here. Yes, round it. Our jelly is back over here. Thank you very much. Pretty amazing. I think it's probably the most amazing feat we've seen today. Does everyone agree with that? We're having some dissent amongst the crowd. What was the problem with that trick? Yeah. What? I did move it. No. Are you sure about that? Yeah. Let's review that film. Can we, yeah. All right, should we try it one more time? Yeah. All right, we're going to have to say abracadabra just a little bit louder this time. All right, and maybe close your eye. No, you don't have to do the close your eyes. Let's do the abracadabra on 3. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. And so our peanut butter has traveled. Some of you might be able to see it, traveling through space, through time. And it's going to wind up over here in our jelly. We're getting there, kids. We're getting there. This is a process. All right, our jelly is going to travel through space and time and went up over here. So what, I forget, which is over here? The peanut butter is over here, the jelly's over there. Is that where we're at? We're not? So we're at where the peanut butter is actually over here. And the jelly is over here? Give yourselves a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Now I've got to make their sandwiches, so I'll be back in a little while.
Okay, hello again. I'm back, and I do need another volunteer. You over there. What's your name? Hadley? Nice to meet you, Hadley. I have a question for you. Do you have a best friend?
Yes.
You do have a best friend. That's so perfect because I have these cards here. Do you want to look through them? And you can mix them around if you like. They look like a very ordinary deck of cards, but they're actually a little bit special because there's 3 cards in this deck who are really lonely and they really want a best friend. So it's great that you have a best friend because that means you know exactly how to find one, right? So do you think you can help them find their best friends? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go through here and take out the lonely cards. And while I do that, I want you to think of 3 places for them to go so that they can meet their best friend, since you can't really meet a best friend when you're just sitting at home, right? Okay, so what are 3 places you think you could meet a best friend? You can say them out loud.
At a school,
Uh-huh.
at a playground, or theater.
Good idea. Okay, at a school, at a playground, or at a theater. Those are great options. But we have another problem here, which is that, like me, these cards are really, really bad at directions. So they're going to need your help getting to where they're trying to go, okay? So I want you to just tell them when to stop.
Stop.
And again?
Stop.
Perfect. So now they've made it to school, a theater, and was it a playground?
Yes.
Okay. But there's a bunch of cards in each of these places, right? And they need to find the card that's right to be their best friend. So what they're going to do is they're going to go and kind of mingle with the other cards and talk to them. And then when you see one that you think is right, say stop again. And they can go have a conversation and try to get to know the other card. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So just go ahead and say when to stop. And one of the really great things about best friends, as I'm sure you know, is that it doesn't matter when you meet your best friend, in what order or where. You can always tell when someone's meant to be your best friend. So again, say when to stop.
Stop.
And one last time for the 5 of clubs.
Stop.
Okay, perfect. I have a good feeling about this. I think you know what you're doing. But I still think it might be a good idea to just check who we've found to be their best friends, right? So we're going to take a look at the cards you've chosen. And another really nice thing about best friends is that you can tell when you see 2 people who are best friends that they're really just perfect for each other, right? So let's take a look and see. And again, this was all your choice, right? You said when we were going to stop and where they were going to go and everything. Okay, so let's see who we've got. For the 10 of spades, we have the 10 of clubs. With the 9 of spades, we have the 9 of clubs. And for the 5 of clubs, we have the 5 of spades. Thank you so much for your help.
Hello again, everyone. I have a question for you all. Does anyone here have a favorite card in the deck? Out of all the cards, you have a favorite one. Let's see. Over here, what's your name? James. What's your favorite card in the deck? The Ace of Spades. Okay, that's a good one. Any reason why? That is a good power. Also, do you happen to have a favorite number from 1 to 52? 9. Okay. Why is 9 your favorite number? It's stuck in the middle. All right. I like that. I like that. Could you actually wait, Ananya, I need the big deck. Oh, no, the big deck. Yeah, thank you. Okay. You said your name was James, right? Okay. So I just need you, actually, come just join me on stage here while I take off the, Okay. Oh, hold on. Whew. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay. It's a really big deck. All right. We don't need this. All right. Now, James, do you do magic?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay. How old are you?
11.
You're 11. How old do you think I am?
Probably like 18 or 19.
Oh, that's good. I am actually 19. Very good. Usually when I ask people, they either say like 12 or like 25. So, yeah, it's a pretty good guess. So you don't do magic? No. All right. But I have a feeling that you could be a great magician someday. What do you think? No? Okay. Well, I have faith in you, okay? You know what? I have a lot of faith in you. You know, I'm just going to go in the audience. You're going to do this trick. Let me find you. Okay. Is it okay if I sit here? All right. All right, James. Everyone, please applaud for James, the great magician. Woo! Okay. All right, James. First thing you need to do is convince everyone that this is a completely normal deck of cards, okay? So, yeah. Does everyone believe him? All right. That's good. You just managed to lie to a whole room of people. You're going to be a great magician, okay? All right. James, first thing is every magician has some kind of secret magic move. It could be saying abracadabra. It could be like a little wave, a little dance. What's your magic move? You can disappear. Okay. All right. Okay, so I need you to do your magic move, okay? All right. Now, what did you say your favorite card was? Ace of Spades. Okay. All right, I need you to do your magic move one more time. Okay. All right. Now I want you to lift up that top card and show everyone the Ace of Spades. You know what? It was close. I think you need to do your magic move one more time. All right, now lift it up again. The Ace of Spades. James, what happened? I thought you were doing this trick. You know what? Oh, I realized this is why you're up there and not me. You know, what was your favorite number again? 9? Okay, so that one's the first one, okay? So I want you to lift that up, show everyone. That's card 1, okay? Now, take the second card. That's 2. You can show everyone. Okay. Next card. 3. Okay. Everyone help count. 4. Okay. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, stop right there. What was your favorite card? No, your favorite card. What card is at the 9th position? The Ace of Spades. Woo! Everyone give it up for James! Woo! Great job. High five. Okay.
All right, now I'm back. It is really only at a Harvard Club show that we would have tricks that are about transposition and chaos theory and all sorts of very, very fancy things. So I'm here to show you the other side of Harvard, and we're gonna play a game. Could I have a volunteer, someone who hasn't volunteered before, to play a game with me? Have you volunteered before? Do you want to come on up? All right, fantastic, fantastic. Amazing. All right, you can stand right here. And what is your name?
Sophia.
Sophia. All right, a round of applause for Sophia. And Sophia, say hello to your audience. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Sophia, it's great to meet you. We're going to play a little bit of a game here. And what's really fun about this game is that it has a prize. Do you like prizes? Yes. I also like prizes. This is going to be great. I brought a prize with me today, and it's inside this little brown box right here. I'm going to leave it right here on the edge of the table. You can't see it there. I mean, you can see it in front of you, but if you want to look at it from top down, you can too. We're going to leave that box right here. We're not going to touch it until the end of the game, okay? All right, let's give this a try. I'm going to explain the rules as we go. I have a deck of cards with me here. This is the same deck that we've been using along the way. Sophia, I want you to pick a card for me. Any card you like. Not that one. No, it's okay. You can do that one. I'm sorry. All right, good. Don't show me. But I want you to take that card. I want you to hold it up and show it to everyone out there. I won't look. All right, no one say it out loud, but think of that card in your mind, okay? All right, we've got it. Can I open my eyes?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Okay, Sophia, I want you to hold that card close to you so I can't see it. Now, how many of you out there, how many of you own a deck of cards that looks like this? Oh boy, that's a lot of hands. That's a lot of hands. You have one yourself too? Oh gosh. So that means that whatever card you chose, there are probably a lot of cards that look just like that one somewhere out there in the world, right? And Sophia, I want your card to be totally unique, totally special, just for you. So what I'm going to have you do is take this Sharpie right here, and I want you to write something on that card that only you would write. You can write your name, you can draw a picture, you can write your parents' credit card number, anything you want. Right? Oh, we like that option. That's good. Okay. Anything you like, write on the face of that card. So not the red part, but this part where you see what it is. Okay, and I'll close my eyes again. But go ahead, write something on that card, and then once you're done, you can hold it up and show everyone out there your one-of-a-kind card. Oh boy, I'm always nervous when I hear giggling at this part. All right, can I open my eyes again? Can I? Yeah. Oh, phew, okay, I was gonna fall asleep for a second. All right, fantastic. Okay, Sophia, you've chosen any card you wanted. You made it entirely unique, one of a kind, just for you. Go ahead, set it right on top of the deck. Sophia, you have that card memorized?
Yes.
You know it? Okay, we're gonna lose it in the middle of the deck, just like that. All right, now Sophia, I'm gonna explain to you the rules of the game. I am going to try and guess your card, and if I can guess it, I get to keep the prize, and it remains a mystery. But if I can't figure out what your card is, you get to keep the prize. How does that sound? Does that sound fair? Just to make this a little more interesting, a lot of magicians, when they're doing a trick like this, they have the deck of cards in front of them, and they might like sneak a peek at one of the cards or something, right? I'm gonna try to guess your card, Sophia, behind my back. I'm not even gonna look at your card. How many tries do you think is fair for me to guess your card?
5.
5? Phew, that's generous. I like it. I did this trick yesterday. They said 1. It was intense. It was intense. Now 52 is my preferred number of options, but we can make it work with 5. We can make it work with 5. All right. Your card was the. Think about it hard. Oh boy, it was the 10 of diamonds, was it not?
No.
That's what I said. The 10 of diamonds, it was not. All right, one try down. That's all right. It's all right. Your card was the Ace of Spades.
Nope.
Oh shoot, that was your card. Oh man. Okay, that was close. Okay, 3. How many tries left?
3.
3 tries left. Okay, phew, that's not bad. All right. Your card was the 5 of hearts. No. Did I already guess the 5 of hearts? Oh boy. Okay, 2 more guesses. Okay, the name of your card was. The name of your card was Fred.
Nope.
Get it? I named the card. All right, that's a medium amount of laughter. Usually I get 0 laughter on that line. Okay. Okay, I have one more guess. Your card was, I'm going to go ahead and guess my favorite card of the deck, the 7 of Spades.
No.
Shoot, it wasn't? No. Are you sure? Sophia, I think you may have won the game here. Let's take a look. What is inside this box? What is it? What does that look like?
Half, like a quarter of a piece of card.
It looks like a folded up playing card that's been sitting inside this box that whole time. Sophia, go ahead, take a look at that card. And what is your prize? Go ahead and hold it up for the crowd. It is your one-of-a-kind card, just like that. Sophia, a deal's a deal. You can keep the card. And a round of applause for our volunteer. Thank you. Oh no, I'm stuck. No. Oh, phew. All right, there we go, there we go. I was like a Harry Houdini escape act. That was a bonus right there, a bonus. All right.
Hello, everyone. Is everyone enjoying the show? Good. I hope you're enjoying it. We're having a lot of fun ourselves, assuming that we can get all wired up. I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about a magician. So I know this magician who's been performing for years and years, and he has this really well-developed magic act, and I saw it once, and just incredible. But I heard that the props that he uses in his magic routine, kind of were thinking to themselves, well, look, this magician is performing these tricks with us. But, we've been doing it for so long, why don't we just do it ourselves? And so that's the story I want to tell you. I want to tell you the story about this set of cards that this magician had that basically decided that they were going to take matters into their own hands and perform a trick on their own. So let me explain how the trick worked. So basically, there would be a bunch of ace of diamonds. So like the trick basically just involves a whole bunch of aces of diamonds. So we have this set of ace of diamonds, and then we have this set over here. So the way this trick would work is one of the aces that were face down would jump onto the face-up packet. One of the aces would hop onto the table. With a snap of the fingers, what would happen is one of the aces would turn over, just like that. So all the aces turned over. Then what would happen is one of the aces that was on the table would jump back onto the pack, and then with the snap of the fingers, the aces would turn upright again. So it's amazing. Now, I know that went a little quickly, so I'll show you one more time. So one of the aces would come on face down, and then with the snap of the fingers, all the aces would turn face down. And then this final ace that was on the table would come on face up. Oops. And then, sure enough, those aces would turn face up. So these aces were practicing this trick, and they felt like they pretty much figured out how to do it on their own. Like, they don't need the magician to actually help them perform the trick. They could do it on their own. But it turns out there was a little bit of a problem. So as you probably know, like when you're working with people and you're having a lot of fun, you can kind of fool around a little too much, not really work very hard, and you end up turning into like a joker. Now, when you have one joker in the bunch, that obviously ends up making other jokers in the bunch. Now some of these hardworking aces were reluctant to turn, but they too turned into jokers. Now, some of these hardworking aces that were really invested in the magic tried to take these jokers and turn them back into aces. And they were sort of partially successful, but you know what? This act by the aces themselves was really doomed to failure. And it's not just because this bunch turned into a bunch of jokers, but the problem is that all the other ones ended up dispersing and went out on their own because they were from different backgrounds.
Okay, while I'm putting this on, I will need another volunteer, if I could get someone to come up here. I'll be honest, I don't remember who all has come up here, so if you could raise your hand only if you haven't come up yet. You over there. What's your name?
Patrick.
Patrick. Nice to meet you, Patrick. So I have another card trick, and have you ever shuffled a deck of cards?
Yeah.
Would you like to shuffle these cards? So this trick is kind of similar to a lot of other tricks in that once you're finished shuffling, I'm going to ask you to choose a card. Can I have them back? And go ahead and just choose any card you like. Look at it. I'm going to close my eyes so I don't see it. Go ahead and look at it and show the audience that everyone knows what it is. And when you're finished, go ahead and put it back on top. Okay. Do you remember what this card is? Mm-hmm. You're sure? Okay, perfect. So one of the things I haven't told you guys about me is that I'm a sophomore at the college and I study neuroscience. So that's kind of helpful for magic because neuroscience is all about learning how people's brains work. And so that's really helpful if you ever want to do like a mind reading trick. You know, I can figure out how to like see people's neurons and understand what they're thinking. So I'm going to try to read your mind and figure out what this card is. And I'm going to go ahead and just like mix it up into the deck. You can also mix it up if you'd like so that it's well and truly in there. And then once you're done, go ahead and just think of that card. And I think it would be helpful if all of you can also think of that card, just so that we have lots of brain power going here. Are you thinking about the card? Okay, I'm going to go through, and maybe if you see your card, it'll trigger something that I'll be able to sense. Okay, I think I have an idea, but fair warning, like I mentioned, I'm a sophomore. I still haven't taken that many classes, so we'll see if this works. Was this your card? This is not your card. Okay, can I try again? I think, was this your card?
Wait, no.
No? It wasn't your card? Okay. Can I have a third try? I feel like often they say third time's the charm. Was this your card? This was not your card either? Okay, well that's okay. You know, if there's one thing I've learned at Harvard, it's that life can be a little hard sometimes and you just gotta learn to work with what you have. So let's see if we can make something work with these three cards over here, okay? I want you to go ahead and hold them. Maybe let's move out in front of the table so we have a little more space. Go ahead and hold them like this with your fingers like that. There you go. You want to hold it right in the middle? Okay. Are you holding on to them tightly? Okay. Maybe a little less tightly. You have one card in your hand. Can you go ahead and look at it? Was that your card? Thank you so much.
Wow, I really like all these card tricks, and again, don't do a whole lot of magic, but I'm pretty inspired now by these guys doing a card trick, so I think I'm going to do a card trick as well. Maybe not. You know, let's, does anyone know how to juggle? You good? Here you go. That'll give me some time to pick up those cards. No, actually, you know, what I'm gonna do is actually, you know, these guys spent all their time doing magic, and I'm inspired by that, but I kind of did something a little different, and I spent a lot of time doing something called a Rubik's Cube. Has anyone ever heard of this or seen this? Yeah, right, the Rubik's Cube. Did anyone know who invented the Rubik's Cube? Yeah, a guy named Rubik. It'd be more interesting if his name was Cube, right? But his name was Rubik, and he invented this in 1974. And he actually was inventing it as a means to like study topography. I'm sure you guys are probably studying topography in your class as well. All right, but what I'm gonna do is I just wanna pass this cube around, and I want you to shuffle it up as much as you want, and then pass it to someone and keep passing it around. All right, and we're gonna do that for another 2 to 3 hours because your parents want us to keep you here for the rest of the day. So while you're passing, shuffle that up, pass it around, all right? So there are people who actually compete with the Rubik's Cube, right? They do these contests. And the 3.47 seconds is the fastest a Rubik's Cube has ever been solved. Pretty amazing, right? All right? 15.50 seconds is the fastest that a Rubik's Cube has been solved blindfolded. Here's a souvenir for you, sir. I'm going to sign that later. All right? 15.56 is the fastest a Rubik's Cube has ever been solved with someone's feet. They no longer do that as a competition, right? And then the most interesting fact, right? Because for some reason you all like math, and I'm not entirely sure why that is, but 43 quintillion different ways that Rubik's Cube could be mixed up, right? Pretty amazing. That's a big number. Does anyone know how to count to 43 quintillion? All right, let's not tonight because we're running out of time. You can have that. All right, so I spent decades trying to figure out the Rubik's Cube, and I never was able to solve it in 3.47 seconds. All right, you can pass that back. I was never able to do it with my feet. I was never able to do it blindfolded. In fact, I was never able to do it at all. And this is about the best that I got when I decided that I had had enough with the Rubik's Cube. And so we sealed it off into this bottle so that I would not be tempted to play with it again. All right? Now, who has the Rubik's Cube? Want to come on up here with that? I recognize you from before. Yeah. Your name is Evelyn, is that correct?
No.
Martha.
No.
Rubik's Cube.
No.
No? All right. None of those? All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. You can, and what was your name again?
Quinn.
Quinn. That's right, Quinn. Thank you, Quinn. You can have a seat again. Pick up some cards on your way by if you'd like. I have to help clean up the theater, so that would have been great, but that's okay. So, what I did want to do, though, is, I don't want to give up on this Rubik's Cube idea. And I do want to solve this cube at some point. So I decided, and no one's done this before, it's not in any of the books, the history books, Guinness Book of World Records, is solving it in a paper bag. All right? I mean, it's kind of like blindfolded, maybe a little bit like solving it with your feet. And so does anyone have a stopwatch? All right, no? Good, because we're going to just make up time a little bit here. All right, so what was the record for solving it with your feet? 15 seconds? We're going to beat that. That's super easy. What was the record for solving it blindfolded? 15.50. We're going to beat that. What was the record for solving it? 3.4 seconds? All right, I'm going to solve this in 3.45 seconds. All right, so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, almost. We got it. Some people look a little skeptical. I'm not sure why that is. All right, maybe if I just put on the hat. Right, yeah. All right, so you guys are a little concerned because you're right. I cheated. I actually put this cube in the bag before I did that other trick. And so it was already solved. So this is the cube that's been passing around the crowd, and you caught me again, right? You thought you caught me with the peanut butter jelly, but I got you on that one. All right, so what was the record, or how many different combinations are there? Can you hold that up and show the crowd there? All right, 43 quintillion different possibilities. So, sir, you have one of the signs. Come on up here, if you can. Take your time. We have to stretch this out for another 30 minutes. Yeah. What would be the chance? So the chances are pretty low, right? 43 quintillion that the cube I passed around to all of you might possibly be the same as another cube's configuration. right? 43 quintillion. And this bottle has been sitting here just the whole time. This is a cube that I finished trying to solve back in 1986. Have you guys ever heard of that? Yeah. Could you take this cube and take a look and tell me what you think?
I think they're the same.
Matches exactly, right? 43 quintillion chances. We figured it out. We solved it. Thank you, sir. And what's your name?
Carl.
Carl. Thank you very much, Carl.
Thank
And
you.
thank you. This paper bag is also up for grabs.
Thank you. All right, now you may be wondering at this point in the show, where is it that we have learned all of our magic, right? Like we learn a lot of these tricks in SHAM meetings, but how do we get that magic in the first place? I'm going to show you how we learn our magic tricks, where we get them in the very first place. And the true story is, we learn a lot of our magic from different magic books, right? A lot of you have talked about liking to read. I know we had a Harry Potter fan out there. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Now we're denying who's the Harry Potter fan out here. It's Harry Potter fans. But magic books, my favorite kind of book to read. And I actually brought one of my favorite magic books with me here today, where I learned actually a lot of the tricks that you've already seen today. It's a book called The Coloring Book of Magic. Have any of you read this before? No? Oh, no one has? No? Oh, maybe someone. Well, this book is called The Coloring Book of Magic because, as you might guess, it's filled with colorful pictures of magicians doing magic tricks. No, it's not. I mean, it definitely is. I mean, it's a... Whoa! Wait a second. This book, I could have sworn it just had all these... Did somebody steal the pictures out of this book? Now I see some confessions happening around. Oh my, all right, this is crazy. Look, we put this curtain up for a reason, and now I know it was a good one. All right, so who stole the pictures out of this book? Who stole those pictures out of this book? Did you steal the pictures? Go ahead, give this book a good whack. Give them back. Oh, a little harder than that. All right, let's give it a little shake. And let's see what's happened. It looks like the pictures are back in the book, but wait a second. This isn't a picture book. This is the coloring book of magic. Someone still has... all right, now everyone's coming out. Someone still has my... I feel like everyone here took a different color. Give it a big whack. All right, give it a whack. And one whack from you. And one from this side. Give it a big whack. All right, okay, let's shake it up, and let's see. All right. And let's see what's happened. Oh, I just realized we have a crowd up on the balcony, too. Throw one of those colors back down here, the last one. Oh, all right, great. And let's give it a little shake. We're going to stir it up. And let's see what happened if we go through. And the book is filled with colorful pictures. And that, my friends, is the Coloring Book of Magic. Yes, at your local libraries now.
All right. We have a couple more tricks for you, and that'll be the end of the show. But I don't know if you're aware, a lot of these tricks that we're performing really require a lot of practice. And the truth of the matter really is that some tricks can be so hard to perform, we actually need a way out. So fortunately, so far, all the tricks that we've been performing have been working beautifully. I mean, all these experiments that we've been carrying out have been really working nicely in terms of demonstrating what we wanted to demonstrate to you. But every so often, we need an out. And I want to reveal basically one of these outs. So I want to try a little experiment. And I'm going to need a volunteer to help me with this experiment. Let me actually get an adult this time. Sir, would you like to participate? No, the one who the bearded guy. Yeah, just, you want to try? All right, just don't worry. It'll be worth your while. What's your name? Sean. I'm Mark. Nice to meet you. Have a seat. All right. So what I have here, Sean, is I have this deck of cards. So it's just an It's just a deck of cards, but what I did, because this is going to be like an incredibly hard trick, is, if I can find it here, where is it? I included a business card. And I'm going to leave this business card on the side because this is for an emergency. This is for a magical emergency in case things go south. All right. So I'm going to try this trick. It's going to be really tricky and complicated, and hopefully it'll work. It's going to involve making like 3 assessments. In fact, it involves this idea of what's called clairvoyance. And clairvoyance is being able to see things without actually seeing with your eyes. So here's how we're going to do it. What I'd like you to do is I want you to just shuffle that pack of cards to itself. Just make sure that you're convinced that they're shuffled. Okay, is that good? Great. And what we'll do is we'll do the same for this pack. It's important that these are completely shuffled. Okay, great. What I'd like you to do, actually, is I'd like you to reach over, take roughly about half the cards from this pile and put them here, and then do the same for this pile. Now, I'm going to have all these cards shuffled together again, but just to make it even harder, what I'm going to do is, in fact, what I'd like you to do, since I'm going to try to touch the cards as little as possible, take these 2 packs and turn them upside down. Take this pack upside down, turn it up, and take this pack and turn it up. Okay, good. Now, what I'm going to do, just to make it quick, is I'm going to take these 2 packs and shuffle them into each other, okay? Just like this. So you could see that they're all shuffled together. All right. What I'm going to do now is take these 2 packs and shuffle them together. And so once again, you can see that the cards are just kind of mixed up and shuffled together. Now, I'm going to make it even more complicated. I want to have this pack upside down or this pack upside down. Which one do you want me to turn over? This one. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to shuffle these 2 into each other. Okay, so everything is just going to be completely shuffled, mixed up, and now I'm going to turn it over one more time, just to make it completely. In fact, I'm going to do it so I can't see, like, I want to hide it, so I can't see any cards at this point. All right, so are you comfortable with the idea that all these cards are just completely mixed up? They're just in all random positions. We just shuffled them up with some cards face up and face down. Yes. Okay, good. You may have a seat because I'm going to have you help me with another aspect of this experiment. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out how many cards are face down. All right? And it would be easy for me to just kind of like grab the cards and do it face down, but I'm going to use a blindfold. All right, all right, so what I'm going to do, if I can feel where the cards are, is I'm just going to feel the cards, and I'm not going to do anything that even would, like even if I could see the cards, I don't even think I could actually help myself here. So just from feeling the cards, it feels like there are 22 cards that are face down, from what I can tell. And again, this is really hard to do because I've had to, really get to know these cards really well and understand the touch of the cards. What I'd like you to do, Sean, is I'd like you to take these cards and divide them into 2 piles, count them into 2 piles. Every single time, you're going to divide them into pile face down and face up, based on the cards being face up and face down. And every time you get to a card that's face down, count out loud, because I want to see if there are 22 cards that are face down. Will you do that for me?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So are you counting just down the face down cards?
Yes.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. Did I count wrong? I skipped one.
Okay. Thanks for Sean for being able to count. So
It was a test for me too.
great. So that's my first prediction. So I got it right?
Yes.
Applause, please. Thank you, Sean. All right, we'll make it a little easier. Will you hand me the cards that were face down? Just, you're going to have to count again. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to try, this is the second prediction I'm going to make. So I'm going to feel the cards, and I'm going to tell you how many red cards there are in this pack. It feels to me like there are 12 red cards in this pack of 22 cards. Will you actually count through these cards carefully? Everybody needs to verify this. So divide them into two piles, the black cards and the red cards. And you can actually keep the black cards face down just in case, because I'm going to have my third prediction about the black cards.
Black cards face down.
Yeah, keep the black cards face down and just count the red cards face up and count them out loud. Make sure you count correctly.
I'm counting the black cards.
Red
Red
cards.
cards.
The red cards. And you can count out loud. I'm sure you could do that. If you need help, there's some 5-year-olds out here.
But I'm only counting.
Just count the red cards. And my prediction is that there are 12 red cards in that packet that I just gave back to you.
But you wanted them face up and face down.
It doesn't matter. I just want to get through this trick.
Not any more than I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm going to say that's
My
12.
wife is helping. I'm gonna count them one more time.
Okay. And you know that other pile?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 red cards.
Thank you.
Your black ones are upside down.
And the black ones. Will you hand me the pack of black cards? I'm going to make one final set of predictions. And you might, what's your name?
Marilyn.
Marilyn, stick around.
She's a teacher.
I think we need you around for this part. Okay, the last prediction, and I'll finally be done with this catastrophe of a trick, is I'm going to tell you what the composition of these black cards are. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're not going to believe this. All of these black cards are clubs. Would you believe that? All these black cards are clubs. And since this is the last prediction, I am going to take my blindfold. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take the blindfold off. Will you verify? Oh, hi. Will you verify that all these cards are clubs? You can even spread them out on the table. Uh-oh.
One was not.
Wait, did you kind of mess up the counting again?
I didn't touch those.
All right. So all the cards are clubs except for the 2 of spades. So except for the 2 of spades. I told you this is a hard trick. Now this to me would be considered a magic emergency, don't you think? So will you?
With the help you've had.
Well, it was actually an emergency once you touched the cards. Will you take a look at what's on the back of that business card? Flip it up and read what's on the back.
Can you read without your glasses?
You read it?
Except for the 2 of spades.
Thanks, John. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I don't know how I can follow that. I don't know how I can follow that. Well, I hate to say it, but we have reached, in fact, the final trick of our show tonight. The final trick. Oh, so sad. I know. I think we've seen enough. The final trick of our show. We've seen a lot of crazy things today. We've seen a lot of card tricks. We've seen a lot of mind reading. We've seen some Rubik's Cube tricks. We've seen some gambling games. We've seen all sorts of audience interaction. I don't know about you. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm feeling a little worn out. I think I need I need a bit of a break, so I brought a water bottle and some cups just in case. Just in case, I feel like I've been up here talking a lot. I'm getting a little hot. This is a sweater. Can I have one volunteer from the audience to have a drink with me up here? I know this is water, but I'm going to ask, could we have a grown-up for one of these tricks? We have one of the grown-ups. If you are not a grown-up, feel free to volunteer your grown-up to come up here. Do you have any volunteers? We volunteer over here? Oh, we have a lot of fingers pointing over there. All right, come on up. Round of applause, fantastic. All right, awesome. What's your name? Fair. All right, everyone say hello to Fair. Hello. Fair, say hello to your audience. Hello. Fantastic, Fair. All right, I'm going to pour us a little bit of water here. Fair, would you take this glass and would you actually hold it right up?
Trouble for having water in the theater?
No, I asked about this ahead of time. If you could hold that right above your head. I'm going to do the same with my cup here. Fair, would you actually stand right over there for me? I'm going to follow after you. Okay. Fantastic. So here we are with our cups over our heads. Now, Fair, this is actually the oldest trick in magic. 2 people, 2 red cups. The oldest trick. If you go to ancient Egypt and you look at the hieroglyphics on the wall, this is the picture that you see. This is what's there. And this is before I do this trick, I want to give credit where credit is due. This performance is from one of my favorite magicians. His name is Justin Willman. He was the host of Cupcake Wars for a while. I can't make cupcakes, but a little fun fact. So how this trick works, you keep that cup right above your head, and don't tilt it too much. Hold it right above your head. We're gonna do a super secret magic ritual. Oh, I feel the tension in the room. A super secret magic ritual. And the way this works, so keep your cup right up there, and you can watch me, I'll do it first. I'm gonna close my eyes, snap my fingers, wave my arm out in front of me, and then turn around slowly. Okay, Fair, did you catch that?
I got it.
You got that? Okay, let's have you give it a try. And if we do this right, if we do this ritual right, what's going to happen is the water inside these cups will disappear. Just like magic, all right? So if we do this ritual exactly right. You sure you got it?
I think so.
Okay, so close your eyes, snap your fingers, wave your arm out in front of you, and now turn around very slowly. Okay, you can open your eyes. How confident are you feeling? Not confident? I'm feeling all right, but I think you should do this one more time just in case. So close your eyes, snap your fingers, now turn around slowly. All right. Okay, you can open your eyes, Fair. All right, I'm feeling great. I feel like I've done the magic ritual, and I believe I've made the water disappear. So I'm gonna go first, okay? So you keep your cup right there. On the count of 3, you can all come together. I'm gonna flip my cup of water right over. You keep yours right there. All right, ready? Let's count with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Oh my gosh! That's crazy. That's what you all came here today to see. Fair. That's magic. All right. Now it's your turn. All right, how are you feeling? You did the ritual twice. Do you feel okay about it?
I feel like I was pretty good at it.
You feel like you're pretty good at it? Okay, I think so too. So if I want you to keep that water right above your head, we're all going to count down together. And when we get to the end, I want you to flip that cup of water right over on your head. All right. Now remember, a wise man once said, leap and the net shall appear. Now he's not around anymore, but we're still gonna give it a try. Fair, you can go ahead and focus on something out there, maybe the exit sign. Focus on something. You're feeling nervous.
I am.
Audience, what do we think? Should she flip it over? I'm gonna average that into a resounding yes. All right. Okay, right above your head. Focus right out there, and on the count of 3, we're gonna flip it over. All right. Usually I do this in the summer. It's gonna be okay if this messes up, but we had a bit of an icicle situation if that doesn't work. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And just like that, the water vanishes just like magic. A round of applause for Fair, everybody. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming. Think about it. Thank you for coming. That's our show.